There are an estimated 11 million undocumented migrants living in the United States. President Donald Trump refers to many of them as criminal aliens and was elected on a pledge to lead the largest deportation program in US history. As promised, his administration has stepped up deportation efforts.
Yo ni a los niños llevo al parque por eso. Si tengo que hacer un mandado voy y regreso rápido. De ahí pues no salgo.
US Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents, more commonly known as ICE, wait outside immigration courts, arresting migrants as they leave at the end of asylum hearings.
They dismissed a gentleman's case, and soon thereafter we saw ICE pick this gentleman up and take him in an unmarked vehicle by unmarked police officers. The reality is that most of these people are following some sort of law, whether it's asylum law or even showing up to court. They're here trying to do the right thing.
ICE agents have also targeted people at hospitals, hardware stores, bus stops, and their places of work. A raid of one legal cannabis farm in Ventura County left a worker dead after he fell from a roof trying to evade agents.
Pero trabajar sin ningún récord, hacemos taxes, ellos no miran que somos buenas personas.
In June, a record 60,000 people were in ICE detention, up from 40,000 when Trump took office. Facilities that hold migrants are growing accordingly, almost doubling in numbers since January. A new migrant camp dubbed Alligator Alcatraz opened on July 1st. It's built on a disused airfield and surrounded by swamps filled with alligators, which Trump has joked will serve as guards. Despite being set deep in the hurricane-prone Florida Everglades, it's a soft-sided tent structure. A US federal judge has now ordered much of the site to be dismantled. Florida's government said it would appeal the decision. Its name is a reference to Alcatraz Island, the former prison in San Francisco, which Trump said he wants to reopen. He's also said he wants to expand the Guantanamo Bay Navy station in Cuba to hold tens of thousands of migrants.
We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them, because we don't want them coming back, so we're going to send them out to Guantanamo.
Despite the attention these facilities receive, the vast majority of detainees are held at privately operated facilities. Their families are often not immediately told where their loved ones have been taken.
Mi nombre es Jerónimo, tío de Lázaro Maldonado, quien fue secuestrado por el departamento de ICE. Desde ese momento nosotros no sabemos nada.
Various non-profits have raised concerns about detention conditions. Human Rights Watch published a report describing abusive, degrading, and in some cases life-threatening conditions at 3 facilities in Florida. Most detainees have the right to make their case before an immigration judge before being deported. This is known as due process. But Trump's administration has found a workaround, invoking the 1798 Alien Enemies Act. The act gives the president the power to have people deported if they're from a country that the US is at war with. Trump's administration has made the case that Venezuela is waging a war against the US through gangs, specifically the Tren de Aragua. Despite the use of the act being challenged, a Supreme Court decision allowed Trump to start deporting Venezuelans to El Salvador, to its notorious terrorism confinement center, better known as CCOT.
How many illegal criminals are you planning on exporting to El Salvador?
As many as possible. And I just asked the president, it's this massive complex that he built, jail complex. I said, can you build some more of them, please? As many as we can get out of our country that were allowed in here by incompetent Joe Biden.
Attorneys for several Venezuelans deported there said their clients were targeted on the basis of their tattoos.
We are concerned, of course, about the conditions that they're being held in, but we're really concerned about the fact that they're being held at all.
All 252 Venezuelan detainees were suddenly and unexpectedly freed on July 18th in a prisoner exchange deal between Venezuela and the US.
Y me estaban diciendo Cerote, aquí vas a pagarlas todas. Aquí te vas a morir, aquí vas a pasar los últimos 30 años de tu puta vida. De aquí no vas a salir nunca.
En mi caso particular, fui abusado sexualmente por parte de las mismas autoridades salvadoreñas, los cuales nos custodiaban 24 horas, 7 días a la semana.
The Trump administration has also revoked temporary protected status for hundreds of thousands of Afghans, Cameroonians, Haitians, Hondurans, Nicaraguans, and Nepalese. People from those nations had been granted the right to live and work in the US because their own country was deemed unsafe. Some of the decisions to revoke protected status are facing court challenges. UN experts have warned that the administration's policies allow people to be taken to a country other than their own in as little as 1 day. In July, a group of 8 migrants was deported to war-torn South Sudan. Only one of them is South Sudanese. US authorities have said they are all convicted violent criminals. Los Angeles has large foreign-born and Latino populations and has seen some of the worst of the ICE raids across the country. Squads of masked immigration agents arrested more than 2,200 people in June. About 60% of them had no prior criminal record. The crackdown prompted furious locals to take to the streets.
If some of us could be snatched off the streets without a warrant, based only on suspicion or skin color, then none of us are safe.
In response, Trump deployed thousands of troops to LA, including 700 active-duty US Marines, despite California authorities saying the move was unnecessary and inflammatory.
The people that are causing the problem are professional agitators, they're insurrectionists, they're bad people, they should be in jail.
We came down to participate in the massive protests against this fascist regime. It's scary. I'm not willing to sit idly by, and I just need to be a part of this to fight it.
Despite protests and court challenges, the momentum of Trump's crackdown shows no sign of slowing down. Congress has allocated nearly $30 billion to ICE to bolster immigration enforcement. Undocumented migrants contributed nearly $90 billion to the public purse in 2023. Approximately 70% of those detained by ICE have no criminal record.
Ayuda a nuestra gente a salir donde está.